Welcome to the Daily Squeeze Take 43 Mindset Shifts. So, I do know what I want to talk about today. I have made it on time. It's been an interesting morning. I woke up and I wasn't feeling well. I slept really bad and I just feel it in my kind of shoulder blade. So, I can't really move my head. Too much to the right. I have been to the chiro this morning. Felt okay, kind of feeling worse after, so not the best. Just gonna make this a little bit closer. I use my good books to stack up my camera for you. Mindset shifts. So let's talk about some of the stuff that I've already talked about this week. What I have talked about is the different mindsets, so different types of mindsets. In that I did talk about 15 different mindsets, which I just had around here, but they were things like some of the a bit more confronting ones were fear, anger, lazy, airplane. Today I am so thankful for showing up. Today could have been an easy day to lay in bed, but I'm showing up, I'm here, and I'm grateful that I get to do this. So, do the airplanes bother you guys? Like, can you hear them? Let me know. I just keep moving, sorry. I will get through this. Mindset shifts. Why is my camera doing this again? Seriously, you can tell we're live, hey. So, yeah, a few of the more confronting types were anger, fear, lazy. There was a fixed mindset, I believe, that wasn't too bad. Some of the more positive mindsets were growth, business. Confidence was kind of in the middle. It could go either way. What else was I? Gratitude. You could be in a gratitude mindset, very thankful for everything. Hence, airplane gratitude. And today what I wanted to talk about more was where you think you are in your mindset, how the different types, like knowing about the different types now, how did they really, was it confronting? Was it good? Are you happy with where your mindset is? Do you need to do a little bit of shifting? So if it was a bit confronting and you're not really sure how you've happened to come by this mindset or where it was instilled from, or why it is that you might not be as optimistic or pessimistic as you want. I mean, we can all be whoever it is we want to be. We just have to be mindful and open to the change. Again, I don't know. I'll get there. Tomorrow's a new day. Today we'll finish up though. So mindset shifts. Growth mindset. Great mindset to get your head into in order to get on that weight loss journey. Earlier this week I posted just a word post, and it said, is weight loss your goal or is it a result of your goal? So this question really, really hits home with me, because the whole reason I started way back when to look into all this health, wellness and stuff is because I was trapped in a very busy job, and I didn't make time for myself, and I had gained weight and I wanted to lose it, but I also did not want to gain it back. So I've had some comments about the post, and it's really good. It's kind of a little of A and a little of B. So you want to lose weight, it is your goal, but you want to do it in a way that it turns into a healthy lifestyle. So the the thing about this question that really intrigues me is this is what I look for in clients. I don't really want to take on board clients who just want to lose weight and want to do anything to get there, because those challenges and like I think it's deprivation that gets you there faster than building a healthy lifestyle. So those challenges are online, and if that's what you need at this time, then you know where to find them. We all know where to find them. We've all probably, most of us have tried something like that at one time or another. But being in the growth mindset kind of asks us, how can we do this better? So that's the mindset. And what I like about the growth mindset and that kind of question of how can I do this better, when it comes to the weight loss, it kind of shows us that, yeah, we want to lose the weight, but we want to do it in a way that we're learning from it. We're building healthy habits, and we want to take our time as well. We want to make sure that it's gone. So with a growth mindset, to be able to kind of shift into that mindset, it's really interesting because we all are at different places in our journey. We've all started different places. We're all at different places, and we'll never be at the same place. Does that make sense? Like, we're all individuals, and that's really important to understand because, because you have to know that you can do this. You have to, in your mind, you have to know that you're worthy. You have to respect yourself enough to make time for yourself. You have to want to reach that end goal, but you have to be mindful and realistic that weight loss takes time. It takes time to put the weight on. It takes just as much time, if not a little bit more, to take the weight off, because it's change, it's growth. You have to instill some new habits. You have to look at the things that you're doing now, look at where you want to be, and find that gap, and essentially implement whatever it is in that gap that you're craving. So when it comes to weight loss and your mind shift, if you're more aware of the different types of mindsets, which I went through on take 42, the different types of mindsets, that was Tuesday this week, then you're more aware of where you are, who you are. By knowing who you are, it's easier to know where you want to go, because then you've accepted yourself and you're okay with the track and the path that you want to go on. Does this make sense? I trust this makes sense. It's very, I don't want to tell you what to do. That's not my intention at all. But you have to be open to change. That's what I'm trying to get at, I guess. Just be open to change. Know that your mindset is where it is, and that's fine. You've gotten to where you are because of everything you've been through. So now that you know where you stand, I like to talk about the growth mindset, because that means you're ready to grow, you're ready to learn, you're ready to make changes, and that's what you need for the weight loss journey. The weight loss journey isn't just, I know it's the main focus is losing weight, but it's never just about that weight. It's always about so much more, and it's really hard to describe that because it's different for everyone, but it's a whole journey. It's about how you feel about yourself. It's how you're accepting of yourself. It's how your self-confidence, your self-worth. I love self-love. Self-love can be a whole range of things. There's so much information out there, and a lot of people are talking about it now. There was just a self-love convention in Cairns yesterday, and I'm so disappointed I found out about it after the fact, and it was last night. But in saying that, like, someone that I know put up a lovely post saying, love yourself and just be you. And that's the main message of self-love. It's accepting who you are and knowing who you are and just rocking who you are, celebrating yourself. There's a lot of different self-love activities that you can do. The biggest one, another airplane. Right now, I am grateful for finding my words. I have all the words, I just can't always say them to you. So, the activities for self-love can be anything from pampering yourself, which is very common these days. It can be, going for walks, grounding yourself outside, finding a beach or a park where you can take your shoes off and just sit and be. Journaling is really good for self-love, right? And when I say journaling, it's just writing. I just open up a pad of paper. I always have my favorite pad of paper. I kind of go by two of them actually. One's in my bedroom and one kind of floats around the house. And if I need to, I just open it up and start writing. I have no structure for my writing. Whatever I think, I write. And when I'm writing it, I don't blame, shame, or judge myself. So that's a big thing of self-love as well. We can do the blame, shame, or judge. So with the growth mindset, obviously all this stuff kind of comes into play with it. Sorry, again, I did not turn my sound off on my phone. Lost my words again. Now I found them. All right. I'm just going to change this quickly. No, I'm not. There we go. All right, that won't ding anymore. So the growth mindset is all about, loving yourself, accepting yourself. That's a big part of self-love, and giving yourself permission to just be you. How all this affects the weight loss journey is, I've kind of been around the block with it now a couple times this morning. Another plane. I'm grateful for recapping this and stopping this because I hope this is helpful. I trust it is. Talking weight loss is very, very interesting because I was on the phone to someone. I had a discovery session, a breakthrough session the other day. And this lovely woman, she was on the phone with me talking to me. And I was asking her some questions. The breakthrough sessions, like I ask questions, you get to ask questions, and we do talk about possibly working together, but it's actually a lot of fun for me because I just get to kind of get in the heads of you guys, so my potential clients, and then I know who to talk to more. So they're very beneficial, and I really like being on them. This one was very confronting to me though. Her mindset, lovely woman, and her mindset just wasn't there. She wasn't willing to accept that she could do this and she could get there. We can all talk about what we have to do for weight loss, but it's simply putting it into place. It's implementing it. Some people need motivation, some people need support, some people need guidance, some people need information, knowledge, tips, tricks, all that stuff I talk about that I know is helpful. And it's funny that, not funny, haha, but it's interesting that it came up this week, this phone conversation, because I've been talking about mindset, and I actually on the call had to say to her, sorry, but I don't think I can help you. I've never had to say that before, and it's really difficult because it broke my heart. It really did. I mean, she kept saying, I can't, I won't. She hasn't got over some stuff in her past, so it's not just about the nutrition movement, weight loss. I do ask bigger questions because obviously the journey is about not just the weight loss, but finding yourself and believing in yourself and having that trust in yourself throughout the whole process as well. So mindset stuff does come into it, and I do work on mindset stuff with my clients. During the breakthrough session, I realized that her mindset, she just wasn't there. I did tell her during it, I said, I hope you know that you're so worthy of this. You are lovable and you are worthy just being, on this planet. you're worthy of the space you take up and the impact you make and everything. And some people, you know, if you say that, they get emotional. This particular woman, bless her heart, she was just so frustrated, just so angry, that she couldn't even like take a step back and say, oh, thank you, or I want to believe that I will get there. It was just, no, I'm not. Just wanted to hug her. I wanted to give her a big hug. And that shows me, you know, I'm doing what's right because I love to help people, but the other thing is you have to want the help, and that's where that growth mindset comes in. She wasn't there, and unfortunately I had to say sorry, but I couldn't, I don't think I can help you from what we've covered in the breakthrough session. You seem to know what you have to do. The tips and tricks I've given you, you don't seem very thankful or grateful for them, which is fine. Another plane this morning. I'm grateful I had the phone call with her, and I'm grateful for the learning lesson. I really am. Mark was actually home while I was on the call, and I was in here in my office. With my door shut and everything. But by the end of it, he was actually standing outside the door. He wasn't listening to what I was saying, but he was listening to my voice and how different I sounded to that call versus any other call he's heard. And he doesn't hear many of them. He's not really home. But I'm usually on a high when I'm having them. And this time I just was not that. I even, you know, suggested counseling and stuff, because you have to know that you're worthy, and you have to be willing to grow as a person. You have to know that it's a journey. Whatever you want to reach, whatever your goal is, whether, you know, you want to lose a certain amount of weight, or whether you want to build the healthy habits which will allow you to lose the weight. If you want to do it a little, you know, if both weight loss and healthy habits are your goal, you know, I always go back to the 3 phases of weight loss: gain, loss, maintain. The hardest change is going from that loss phase into the gain, or the gain phase into the loss phase, because it is change, and you have to be ready in yourself to take the journey. If you're not ready and committed to take the journey, it's not going to work. I hope this sums up, and I trust that this is helpful to you about being in that growth mindset and knowing how to make little shifts. But it's all comes within you, and you have to decide that you're worthy and you're ready. So doing that is spending some time with yourself, doing things that you love, whether it is pampering yourself, being grounded outside, moving, getting to know who you are in some way, shape, or form, having deep conversations with girlfriends, you know, figuring out just life, bouncing ideas off of each other, stuff like that. So I trust this has been helpful. I trust mindset shifts are not easy. It's a journey. You have to be willing. It's going to be that roller coaster. So take it for what it is. Really understand the different types of mindsets that I talked about in Take 42, and don't be afraid to do a little bit of self-discovery. I'm Kelly Drobeck, and I will be back tomorrow for the Daily Squeeze. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.